Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am, you know what, let me surprise y'all. Outfit of the day for you.
Talk street art, sarcasm, crass humor in high fashion. Peach color moon glistens the plot thickens as we laugh off with shotguns and tongue kisses. Bubble bath, truth or dare, and would you rather? A cold flame, the thrill of no shame. Drug, sex, and Polaroid. Pick a star in the sky, we could both say goodbye all night. I wish I could paint on these moments in coffee in the morning, coffee in the morning. I don't wanna wake you, I just wanna watch you sleep. It's the smell of your hair, and it's the way that we fit. I never felt comfortable like this. Old souls have found a new religion. Now I'm swimming in that sin. Baptism, peach colored skies reveal a sunrise. Until the lost angels discover salvation. Don't you wish we could run away now? Yes, yes. Drugs, sex, and Polaroids. Pick a star in the sky, we could both say goodbye all night. I wish I could
yourself bits, alright? Because entrepreneurship, let's be honest, like entrepreneurship, it's not easy, it's not comfortable, and it's not a one-man sport, alright? You can all just close your eyes, alright? Just close your eyes. Again, what I want you to do, just think about anything that might distract you. Think about any worries you have about what happened today or the traffic or things you have to do tomorrow. Just think about all those thoughts, gather them all in your head. And then we're just going to blow them out on the count of 3. Okay, so deep breath out on 3, get rid of all of those thoughts. 1, 2, 3. Right, now what you're going to do is any tension you feel in your body. If you've been sitting working, if your neck's stiff, if your shoulders are stiff, any tension you might have. Just focus on that. Keep it in your mind. We're going to blow it out on 3, alright? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're going to do something epic. You can open your eyes. Hey, awesome. You got the memo, bro. You got the memo. I'm so impressed. Okay. So, my name is Christy. This is the guy whose face is usually associated with Prodry. He can't be here tonight because he's in the United States of America. He just landed there a few hours ago. But he did want to send a message, so I'm going to press play just so you can at least hear from him.
Means that. Okay, so okay.
Great platform for small businesses to get in front of a large audience. Like we just recently hit 25 million monthly active users on YouTuber. And we do a lot of work with small businesses and SMEs to get you guys on board in front of that audience and then ranging events like this. So thank you again, Pranary. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Thank you again, Pranary, for putting this together. I don't want to talk too long, but please, after this, check out Ayoba Supports Your Hustle. So we are running a $5,000 competition for small businesses that applies. And obviously, if you win, there's a great prize in store. And yeah, I don't want to take too much time, but please do check it out. Go and submit. You've got to submit a video application. And good luck. Thank you.
So Friday is the deadline.
Correct.
So make sure you get on it. $5,000. Alright, that's close to 100,000 rand that you can use towards your business. Okay? And then they'll also help you set up a micro app on their site. To enter, you have to actually download Ayoba if you don't already have it, so that you can submit your video through their chat function. So go for it. If you go to our website, take you to a page on our website where we give you some guidelines on how you can submit it. So please do check it out. We don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. Alright, 60 seconds can change your life. Okay, so make sure you submit. Alright, then we have something very exciting up our sleeve. Alright, well, technically, no one's up our sleeve, but to my side, ladies and gentlemen, can I just say, every now and again you have a little bit of a fangirl moment. Have you ever met someone you're like, this is so awesome, who had a dream and went for it? But that's what heroes are in our culture today, you know? And every business that works empowers the community. It's people that have jobs, it's a whole community that gets uplifted. So we are very, very passionate about successful businesses at Prodry, because it isn't just about building a business. It's really about changing lives and uplifting communities. So I'm so excited to introduce to you today Mo and Michelle Mokone. Please grab a seat. I think sit in the middle, and then I'll just sit a little to the side. And I can see everyone and see you guys. This is also going into Target, so they're a global brand. Started I mean, you did start a little while ago, so we'll speak about your starting journey. But it's incredible that two people made up their mind and went for it. And that's the people we have in this room. People that are making up their mind, going for it, facing the challenges, facing the obstacles. So I really, really trust that you will learn from their journey and that each of you will get something that you can take for yourselves from today. All right. So just a quick check. I think Mo,
Tell them the actual product, and they were blown away, and then they invited her to the market. So it was a very hard market to get into. You don't just get in, and I understand now why. Because the market, when we went to the market, I mean, we sold out. People really were buying, people were buying the product. But more than that, we're getting also a lot of feedback from them. They were telling us about how environmental the product is, and it's made from paper, it's a storage facility, and we thought to ourselves, that's actually interesting that it's not just like a stationary holder. It's more than just a stationary holder. There's just more to it, and I think that's what's the building block.
To everyone that the DTI does fund for you to go. Anyway, so we decided to use some of our savings to go to New York. So we come back home 2 weeks. We're here. We set ourselves to go to New York to take over this market. The flights would cost somewhere around 30,000. Shipping the product is another 25,000. So you can imagine the kind of money that I'm talking about here. It's a lot of money for a startup. We have no idea where we're going to get this money back. We invest that money, we book a couple of days. I think we told ourselves, we had a show prior to New York that we did not get the money in time for Decorex, and now after 5 days, we were homeless. So we're in New York now, and we had no money. We literally ran out of money. We have no one to go to, we don't know anybody in New York. We only had a friend, one friend that we know in New Jersey, and that's how she was able to find hustle for us accommodation. So that's pretty much how Mo's Crib actually started. The real start of Mo's Crib was in 2019 when we took off and decided that we were going to become a global brand. So from the very beginning, we knew we wanted to be a global brand, we wanted to sell internationally, we wanted to be in the US, because what we realized is that our target market is really premium. And even though we do have that market in South Africa, it's not quite as, much as in the US. So we knew exactly. So that's pretty much what happened.
okay, how many of you made an expensive mistake as an entrepreneur? Put up your hands, let's see. Okay, so the good news is, it's not the end of the world.
New York now, as much as it was a big loss from our side, was definitely a highlight from us because of it introduced us to different retailers in the US. One of them being Lowe's, who we are currently in talks with right now. And so that also was like a window for us to see the opportunities that were lying around in the US and take advantage of. Definitely the award, best new product of the market, because that let us know that PVC basket, which we believe so much in as well, was also ready, for the international market. And I would say that another highlight for us, me rather, was when, after winning that award in New York Now, this was published in a magazine in South Africa that we won this award in New York, and a retailer who we had went to visit while we were working full time in 2017, while our mom was still alive at the time. We went to Mr. Price Home, marketing this product. So we went to Mr. Price Home, we were working full time at the time, no idea about business and the product that we're selling. We had not done proof of concept, and we told them that this product we would love to retail it at Mr. Price, and they said, unfortunately, this product is not ready for the market. Like, it's not going to work here. And we walked away and we thought to ourselves, okay, well, let's just try it ourselves. And this was 2 years later. We had not spoken to Mr. Price in 2 years, and they finally call us and say, oh my goodness, we just saw an article that this PVC basket won the best new product in New York. I mean, and so we think it's ready for the market. So there was a highlight.
Can I just ask, how good did that phone call feel?
Oh, it felt so good.
Because that was another cost, because we flew to Durban. Mr. Price Home made offices.
We're not really, worried about the small little cost of making people's lives easier. And with that, we've seen a really, really good impact on the business. We supply very big retail, stores, even in the US. And because of the kind of work environment we have, we've never had a single store return a product to say, this is a reject, it's not packed properly, etc. Because they really care about the product when they package. We actually even go to the lengths of saying, this is not a reject, and they'll say, sorry, we can't package that. That's a reject. We're not going to package it, So, and this is because they really take their job seriously. They feel like this is their own business in a way, and so we're seeing that the impact. We've always had retention. We never had one of our employees resign. So essentially that's the kind of environment we created, and that's a highlight, and I think it will forever remain a highlight for me.
So then, Mo, just on that point, is that a decision you made from the beginning? That that's how you're going to run your business, or how did it come about? Because building a team is probably one of the biggest challenges. Building a team, finding talent, retaining talent, I think, and training, training, retaining, and building a team. So,
Yes, so in the 8 months that we were building up to come back home, one of the things that we did with Michelle was look at the mission of the company as well as the values of the company. And we did a lot of research around this, listening to podcasts, listening to motivational talks, and really talking amongst ourselves as to what we envision most critical be. Beyond the product, what is it that we actually want to do in our community? And one of our values was that, making sure that we make it, and not just saying it, but actually being it. And Michelle mentioned one of the first few employees that we had, which was our helper, our maid, who we promoted from being a maid to now head of packaging. She's now head of packaging, and she actually bought a vehicle. Because the job really creates that much of a difference in her life. She now bought a vehicle, and her husband, who was unemployed, is now an Uber driver. So now there's a second income from Mo's crib, and that's the difference that we want to make. So it started from the maid that used to work for us before we decided that we wanted to have the business full time. So you can see that it's not something that we just decided along the way. It was something that was really intentional. We were really intentional in the 8 months leading up to us really leaving everything in Europe and starting Mo's crib in South Africa. So it's really about intention. What do you actually want to do? And you'll see that it will really flow, and the universe will really meet you where you are, because it's what you intended to do.
And this is called conscious capitalism. We actually heard it from this the owner of Whole Foods. Yeah. So he has a book on conscious capitalism, and it's just all about being a capitalist but being quite conscious about.
that you would want to give to entrepreneurs, and then once they've shared, then think about your questions, then we can pass the mic around. All right.
I would say that one of it's an advice that people hear often, but it's really, really true to say that just start, right? And just starting, it was very important for Mo to also mention the fact that we've planned, our way into going to the business full time, because you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you are literally just falling apart because you did not plan. You just went up and started. But just start in a sense that register that business, and of course, all of you are, entrepreneurial, and I'm sure you've gone through that state. But then, going through the next step, and always just, going at it. And I'll say that it's like creating a roadmap for yourself. So depending on what level you are right now, where you are, plan a roadmap on where you want to see yourself, and what are the steps that you need to take in order for you to actually reach, those little milestones, and work at them, every single day, or as often as you can. So that's the advice that I'd give. And another advice that I like giving a lot to entrepreneurs is that when you are in the journey, you are in the boxing ring, it's very challenging, it's not easy. And I'll say that in those moments when you really just finding it so hard to get to the next step in order to meet, to go to your next goal, just what I always ask myself in those times when it's really, really hard is, what's the next best thing that I need to do? And it can be really, really simple. It can be like maybe sending just one email and shutting your laptop and just chilling for the day and, being sad, but waking up tomorrow and picking yourself up again. But it is you've just done one best thing, for yourself, for your journey. Because if you are responsible for yourself, you are responsible for your own success, and you are worthy of that success. You are worthy of the greatest success It's in you, it's possible, and I think that you just have to push through, you know? So that's just one thing that I would say is, you know, you need to take time.
Wow, how do I follow that? Oh my God.
She had a few good lines there. I'm like,
For me, I would say that a business is something that evolves over time. So a lot of us get stuck on one idea, you know, and if that idea is taking long to take off, or if that idea is not bringing in the clients that you want, it is a beautiful idea, I'm sure, but just understand that the business is something that evolves over time. And when you have a business that is not taking off, or it's really taking off really slowly, try to think of other components that you can add to the business. For example, we started making origami swan sculptures at a market. It was not sustainable because I'm the only one person that can make it in the whole of Africa, that bird. And so we needed to come up with a product that others were making or others could make as a follow-up to that product. So we kept on adding another range year after year, year after year. And we would not be where we are now selling that swan, guys. We would not be at Woolworths, we would not be at Target, we would not be at Crate and Barrel. So think outside the box. You may have a beautiful idea, maybe it's taking long to take off. I would say just think of what is a follow-up, what is another thing that I could attach to this idea that I have. And I think another thing is to know that you're gonna get declined. Me and Michelle have been declined so many times, I cannot even tell you. There was a day that we were going to pitch at Bathroom Bazaar, I think they're called, and we did not have petrol. I think we were left with 10 rand. And there is no friend that we did not call. In fact, we stopped moving the car. We thought, you know what, let's stay here until somebody answers the phone.
And actually,
Now we are
I
stuck.
wanted to sell baskets on the street.
Which was like, let's take this basket to the house. Oh my God. So, those days are going to come, guys. Those days are going to come. I remember somebody sent us FNB wallet at the time, and we didn't even know how to get to the ATM because we were just in the middle of the road. And another thing that happened was we attended a market, one of these markets that we keep talking about. They don't always do well. So you know, there's markets that do well. We talk about the ones that really sell out, but we don't talk about the ones that don't sell out.
Yeah, I like the saying that says, life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you.
Yeah.
And if you can have that, then you see the opportunities, and you don't get stuck. It's okay, what's next? So, and I think if you guys are willing, it would be amazing to just get a picture so we can remember this year. There was a wellness app and there was a